Overcoming a drug addiction is hard times, you gotta grind to see the finish line. Overcoming a drug addiction is hard times, you gotta grind to see the finish line. Overcoming a drug addiction is hard times, you gotta grind to see the finish line. Overcoming a drug addiction is hard times, you gotta grind to see the finish line. A drug ain't gon' solve your pain, but once you overcome, you have something to gain. Drugs will put your family to shame. You being addicted to drugs, you'll only post in the blame. Give yourself a bad name, seek help because drugs will make you suffer in the rain. Having no discipline with drugs will make you insane. Drugs and emotions will keep your logic in a shame. You gotta fight your addiction, even in hard times, cause it's better to change than stay the same. Put drugs in the trash, drugs can kill someone in a car crash. Evil people don't want you to succeed, that's why they put drugs in the mass. A addiction that needs to stop before you lose all your cash. Drugs will be in your future if you don't leave it in the past. Drugs can destroy a life pretty fast. Why would you want drugs to last? Drugs became a curse when your life started getting worse. Put hope, family, mental, but don't put drugs first. A way to overcome drugs, find a purpose to search. Overcoming the drugs will be a hard stage. Without it, you feel like you're in a cage. Overcoming a drug addiction is hard times, you gotta grind to see the finish line. Overcoming a drug addiction is hard times, you gotta grind to see the finish line. Overcoming a drug addiction is hard times, you gotta grind to see the finish line. Overcoming a drug addiction is hard times, you gotta grind to see the finish line. I know life can be shit in your heart, but trust me, drugs will never take you that far. Drugs will just give you PTSD like you're in a war. Maybe your father is behind a prison bar, you stuck being poor, you didn't get your first car. I don't know what happened behind closed doors. I seen drugs turn good kids homeless. They used to dream about being the best. Try to overcome one drug and God will handle the rest. Don't let drugs take over your morals, you end up as a mess. Drugs are more pain and darkness. Drugs will put you in a dead end. You lose a lot of good friends. Drugs corrupt weak men. Drugs are the devil as a helping hand to lend. I reject drugs, hope you find a hug. Be anything but don't be a thug. I brag about hope and love, no need for a gun and a slug. Drugs are poison in your system. Drugs are making you not want to listen. Don't let drugs put you in a terrible position. Don't give up on overcoming, you almost at the end of your mission. Learn from other people's mistakes, drugs set them to prison. Overcoming drugs, I see the vision. Overcoming a drug addiction is hard times, you gotta grind to see the finish line. Overcoming a drug addiction is hard times, you gotta grind to see the finish line. Overcoming a drug addiction is hard times, you gotta grind to see the finish line. Overcoming a drug addiction is hard times, you gotta grind to see the finish line.